Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, as you can all tell, ladies and gentlemen, our budget got slashed again this week, so we can't afford the intro anymore. We'll figure it out by next time.
Yeah, it says going live here too.
Welcome back to Wise Old Bastards.
Howdy,
Hey, today's sponsor is we're going to try these guys.
What's that? Good. Hold in front.
Bitburger beer, because the
Okay.
Bitburger beer, they've got a new retro can. A retro
Yeah,
can.
like,
It's kind of cool, kind of funky.
Guy got a haircut.
Yeah, the last guys haven't paid us yet, so we're going to try these guys, see if that works.
All right. All right.
You still lifting kilts? Doing your kilt lifters over there?
No, I'm doing Mexicano Tecate. I like Tecate with lime.
Hey,
Tecate with lime.
better chance of them sponsoring us anyway.
Yeah, actually, we go to Mexico a lot.
We hang out there more often than we do in Germany.
We can drive right through Tecate. Stop in, have a few beers. See if they want to sponsor us. Yeah, why not? Why not? We love Tecate. Tecate good.
Tecate. Hey, I know today that we were actually going to start off talking about our first installment about aliens. But I want to just back that up a little bit first. I want to talk about something else for just a minute.
All right.
About, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this will be boring as shit, but this is just something that happened today. I'm in Vancouver on the west coast of Canada, where it's supposed to be warmer than the rest of the planet half the time. Yeah. Colder than a witch's tit out there today. Cold, man. By Vancouver standards, it's cold. It's minus. It was minus 15, so that's I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
I saw that. It's five.
Five degrees, right?
We're warmer
but the
than
funny
you.
thing is, the funny thing is, what's worse about that is I just discovered today something I didn't know, is that my car is a tropical little princess. That's what I discovered today. My car is a tropical little princess. Only minus 10, minus 15. I mean, as we talked about before, I grew up in places where it's minus 40, minus 50. It sucks. It sucks to be there, but everything works, right? Yeah. Here, I picked up my car. I just went in for annual service today, just like an oil change, kind of no big deal, right? So the guys were working on it this morning. I went to pick it up. It had only been sitting outside for maybe an hour. It wouldn't start. Really? It was frozen. We had to get a boost on the battery. The battery was showing full power, full amperage. Everything was fine, but it didn't have enough grunt to go through the oil, which is 5W40 synthetic, so it's thin as water. It's just the car just went brr, brr. It wouldn't move. It was like fun. A little princess. So then, but that's not what I wanted to talk about though. So then I just dropped by the store for a little bit today to talk to the guy who's working there today. He needs some extra time off because his car has gone down. But the whole story on this one for women and cars. Okay. What I mean by that is, so this guy, his girlfriend takes their Ford. I'm allowed to say that, right? Yeah, it's a Ford. I can say it.
Ford is good.
Took their Ford in to their local mechanic, and the mechanic tells her. So she is, I guess she's around. She's a little. She may be 30, but she looks a lot younger, right?
Okay.
So the mechanic thought, oh, this looks like a young girl with her very first car or something. So went in and he started telling her a story about the problem with the car. And it was this, it was that, it was this part, and the part's got to come in from the East Coast. It's going to take forever. And it was like the estimate he gave her was like $6,000 to fix her car. Right? So she's like in a big panic. Like, what's going on? So the guy who works for me went over to see the mechanic. So the guy who works for me, he's a big guy. Yeah. He's 6 foot something, and he's got a beard hangs down past his belt, and he looks like a trucker or a biker or a scary dude. He's just a big old teddy bear, but he looks like, and he looks like he's probably got car parts tattooed on his arm or something. But he knows less about cars than she does.
Oh, really?
She knows nothing about cars. He doesn't even drive. So he knows nothing about cars, but he walks in there to find out what's going on. And they said, "Oh no, it's not as bad as we thought. It was a few other parts. $700 they fixed the car."
From
They were
6,000 to
trying to
700.
snag her for six. Yeah, because he walked in and he looked like he might know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, that's just a wild, unusual case, right? But no,
Mm.
2 weeks ago, or I think about 2 weeks ago, there was a recall, something to do with
Uh,
something in the car. Not a
yeah.
huge safety issue, but a something anyway. So
Yeah.
they brought the car back into the Ford dealership, right? And the dealer tells her, again, she drops it off and tells her, no, sorry. The issue here, something is chewed through a bunch of the cables in your car, like a rat or something got in there. It's got nothing to do with the recall, so you're going to have to pay. So
Uh,
again, the guy who works for me goes over there to see what the fuck is going on. Nothing chewing, and so he goes there to say to the guys, "Nothing. Just show me where it's chewed." And they say, "Oh no, our mistake. No, sorry, no misunderstanding. No. It's covered under the recall. No problem. No charge." So twice in a couple of weeks,
Holy
the
shit.
industry, one just a private mechanic and one the actual Ford dealer, tried to screw her over.
Oh,
And
wow.
can you, in this day and age, it's not supposed to be like that. It should be when he walks in, you should also try to screw him for 6 grand. It's not fair to only try and screw her for 6 grand. Either both should be $700 or both 6 grand. What's this trying
It
to
should
charge the
be.
woman
It should
more?
be equal opportunity getting gouged.
Exactly. That's the
Exactly.
point. Either be fair with your price, or if you're going to screw people, screw equal opportunity. Male,
Yeah.
female, trans, furry, chicken, whoever walks in the door, screw them the same and take all their money. But
Yeah,
so
I took mine in too. The exact same thing was yesterday or so, and the same shit. I got the oil change. Okay, $180 or something, which because of fancy oil, is fully synthetic. Another
yeah,
Volkswagen, right? And she goes, "Oh, these are things that you are supposed to do because it's now 5 years old. Do $400 here, $500 here, 600 down there, 300 here, 400. It's like about five of these things, and each one costs between 200 to $600."
yeah.
And I looked at it and said, "Bullshit." It's like, yeah, I didn't expect you to do anything. I said, it's like,
Well,
I mean, you're crazy. You're nuts. The car's running just fine. And you want me to spend like $4,000 or three
well,
thousand bucks, whatever, on nothing,
yeah.
on
You
all
can
kinds of
you can
bullshit?
tell.
No.
Like this, my card guy he's like my local liquor store guy. They know
Mm,
now not to do it with me because they've tried in the past too, right? Some weird shit, but you just said, well, huh? So they've got, it seems like a great little system. So when when they're done servicing your car, they send you an SMS, and the SMS shows the 133 things they've checked. Blah blah blah. Just does the door open? Does it have glass in the windows, or it's just like standard, whatever the fuck, just to make it look like they did a bunch. But at the end, it's got, here's three things that we suggest you might want to do, just like yours. The guy says you
exactly.
should do this, right? It's got this many miles on it. Oh, you should do the transmission
Mm,
fluid. Okay, fair
right.
enough. I should, but no, I'm not going to. Thanks for letting
Yeah.
me know. The spark plugs haven't been changed a long time. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Then,
Yeah.
and then one was with nothing. It didn't say anything. With just two pictures. Now my car is a silver color car, right?
Hmm.
And it showed two pictures of a silver color car, but just a close up of
Yeah.
the along the rocker panel, the bottom of one side, all smashed in, dented, and scratched like fuck. And
Mm.
my car is not. I dropped it off myself. There was not, like, what happened between I dropped it off and I got it? What's going on there, right? And it says, like, the car says they got the model right, the year right, the license plate number right, but then it's like a copy paste something from
Oh,
someone else.
shit.
They forgot to change, so it said tire size. It had the wrong tire size. I just put four new big fat expensive tires on this car like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So the size that they were telling me is on it now is like a lot smaller. A lot is like, so I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, man? So no, everything was fine. They didn't steal my tires, but it was just, it was like,
Oh, shit.
here's a picture of a random car with a big scratch in it. Hey, you want to give us $5,000 to fix this
Go fix
scratch?
it.
Is it on my car? It's like, no. Well,
It
then
is not.
no.
At least I got
Why
the
would
color right.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that was fucking
No,
whack.
no, no. It's getting ripped off. I mean, we lived in many countries, and you expect that they try to rip you off a bit here and there. But normally they're not that bad. It's, because the workmanships, it's usually the parts that cost so much more over in Southeast Asia. Unless you're buying Japanese car, then it's not so bad. But labor is cheap as hell, which we love.
But it's
So
true though, man. Yeah, it's
yeah,
cheap labor. And if you find a mechanic, I guess like a doctor, a barber, if you find any service person that you trust and
yeah,
doesn't rip you off,
yeah.
always pay attention, sure, but
Go
give
back.
that person your business because the incentive. You hear so many horror stories. I remember back in Malaysia, I remember the Golden Grasshopper. I had
Oh,
a Toyota Estima,
Estima, yeah,
a
that one.
beautiful. I love that. One of my favorite vehicles I've ever owned. But I had a guy who would service it, and he would actually come to my place up in K9, pick it up, take it away for servicing, do whatever, and bring it on back. And he did it for years, and he did a great job. Never got ripped off. When there was a problem, it was fair and it was great service, great price. I just remember one time I had to. I can't even remember why it worked out, but I went to his shop to pick up the
Mm.
car, right? And it's just like they say, you don't want to see how a law or a sausage
Yeah.
is made. You don't want to see this guy's shop. It was, oh my fucking god! It was a shack in the mud with parts. It was like, if you had seen it up front first time, you would never say, "Don't touch my car! Don't touch my car!" But he'd been doing magical service on it for like 5 or 6 years by that point. So I was like, okay, here's the keys, or give me the car. I can't I was picking up or dropping off, but it was. I kept giving him my business because
Yeah,
he was a fair
yeah.
And
Didn't
it's
he
kind
buy
of, I
the car
guess
from you eventually?
he did actually. That's
I
right.
remember you mentioned that.
That's
I
right.
remember you
That's right.
mentioned
He
it.
did.
The mechanic bought my car. It's like,
When I
oh,
that's right.
well, he's been
Yeah.
servicing it for for 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what.
No. Yeah.
So, yeah, that was
Again. Yeah. Yeah. He made good money on that deal, and for me,
yeah,
it was easy.
yeah,
I could have got more selling it myself, but it would have been just. I was
yeah,
happy with the deal, so
yeah.
it was just that good. But you know
I
what's
was
even more interesting than having someone come pick up your car for service?
yeah,
It's having all those boneheads in Miami talking about that alien on January 1.
yeah, yeah,
Did
yeah,
you
yeah.
see
I
that
saw,
report? Yeah, you saw
yeah,
the report. You
I
sent
saw
me
it. I
that
went on.
report.
Yeah, I sent it. It's like
That
it was
was
so cool. A 10-foot alien. I was like, what? At the mall
at the
on New
mall. Come
Year's.
on.
Maybe they were going for the New Year's special.
I guess. But
Maybe you got the sales signers.
yeah,
What do you call it? Those coupons that come out.
coupon. I hear they price match. So,
It's like, maybe he needed a part for his ship.
I mean,
Missing
come on.
something.
Yeah, or he's just a dumbass alien. I'm going to sneak up on these humans and I'm going to watch them. What am I going to do? I'm going to wander around this fucking shopping mall. Oh,
Yeah, nobody even noticed.
I, oh,
There's a crazy people. At least okay.
oh,
So just think, he picked a warm place too. He didn't go like in, in Wisconsin.
yeah,
He picked a
yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
place to go to a mall. Nice and warm down there. It's not like freaking freezing up in New York or Buffalo or some shit.
Yeah, I bet you for the next couple of days, there's no aliens hanging out here, man.
Exactly.
But I mean, for
That's,
me, that kind of report, it's so much fun. Aliens
yeah,
are fun.
yeah, of course.
Everything about aliens are fun. But
Yeah,
I hate it's the wrong word. It's just it's too bad that you get that kind of shit come out because it just makes everything so unbelievable. Everything so unbelievable because
yeah,
it's just so stupid. It's like, oh come on, man. I want to believe in something. I want to believe one of these sightings somewhere.
yeah.
And then people do that kind of thing. Oh yeah, I saw a 9 foot alien there. He was having a beer with Bob down the street
Yeah,
there, and he was, oh come on, man, why didn't you take a picture or something? What?
yeah.
Uh,
Exactly. I mean, you got everybody with a camera.
yeah,
Everybody. I mean, they just walk up and go click. Hey, what's your name? It's like, come on,
yeah.
be real.
Take a selfie with them. Hey, 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 the photobomb.
Yeah,
Hey,
you know,
hey, click, click.
be like taking somebody in Las Vegas where they're all hanging out in the street. Elvis, I saw him again.
I saw me in. Elvis is
Yeah,
back.
damn, he's back. He's still playing.
Uh,
In
well,
Vegas.
let's set the groundwork and the parameters for. We're going to be talking about aliens a bit over the next 20 years because we talk about aliens when we're not on the show.
Oh,
We
we
talk
do
about a
shit.
bunch of shit, not just
Yep.
aliens. Anything
And
that's
not,
fun.
I mean,
Anything's
these
fun.
are the extraterrestrial ones, not the ones coming in from the southern border and all that. Okay,
Not the ones
they're
like
different aliens. Okay, I mean, we're talking about the little green men. Actually, the grays. They're not green anymore. They're the gray.
grays. Yeah, I
There's
mean, we
supposed to
can
be some really
sympathize
tall
because
ones. Yeah,
both of us spent years and years and years being aliens. So
yeah,
we're
that's
aliens in
true.
other countries all the fucking
Yeah,
time. So
we're aliens, but legal aliens, not illegal aliens. And we flew in.
gray area aliens
Yeah,
sometimes.
we were
Not gray
we were the
aliens,
white
but gray
ones.
aliens.
We're not the gray. We're the white ones.
Well, that was gray area. Remember
Legal.
how many times in the early days, or maybe you were lucky you were with SGS right from early on or
Yeah.
something. But I used to have to for years and years. I was running my business, but I had to be. Oh shit! Look at the calendar. Oh fuck! It's been 3 months. I gotta get out of the country. I gotta hop on an airplane
Oh
and
yeah,
fly
yeah,
out, renew my visa, and come back.
yeah.
I lived like that in Taiwan for like 7 years, man. I had to. Oh fuck! It's been 90 days. I gotta hop on a plane to
Yeah,
Hong Kong or something.
exactly.
I gotta.
I
So
got to do that every month in Laos. 1 month they give me 1 month. So, but
one
actually,
month, and it's a
yeah, one
whole
month I
page
even
in your
got to leave the
passport.
well, actually, what they do now is I can get like 2 visas while I'm there. So I don't have to leave the country every month now. Yeah, they just stamp a small stamp in it.
Oh,
That's
that's
much
better.
better, and it's
Oh,
cheaper. If I leave the country, it costs me a hell of a lot more. But
well,
yeah,
I remember I saw Jasmine came back and to showed her whole page. She went down to the States the other day,
yeah,
and they were there. They when she crossed the border, they asked her, "What's this?" She said, "What's what?" You're in a little car down here. The booth is way up there. Yeah. What's
yeah.
this? What's what? What's this whole stamp? I guess it's a stamp on my passport. Where was it from? I don't know what page you're looking at. This one, this colorful one. They're all quite colorful. Which one? It's like, the full page one. Half of them are full page ones. What are you talking
Exactly.
about?
I mean, you go
And
to
it was the one
Vietnam.
from
Yeah,
Laos.
from Laos. Yeah, Laos, Vietnam, China. They'll give you
Yeah,
like full pages. That's why your
yeah,
freaking passport runs out so much. Just idiots at the embassy don't want to give you new pages.
yeah. They
Just
just want to
this
look
is
at me. I'm expecting next time I go down to somewhere like. Bet you go to Haiti or something. It's probably a 2 page one. Boom, open it and it covers both pages.
and
Just
they're
see how
not very
big we
good
are.
yeah, exactly. They just stamp everywhere, whether you're in and out. Yeah, it's like here you don't get anything. You just come in free. Southern border wide open. Go, come on, open sign. Come. No stamping needed. Here's a piece of paper. Come to court in next ten
Actually, yeah.
years.
My
It's like by that time you should have a PR.
one of my kids have got a childhood friend, a Malaysian guy who's living in Taiwan, coming to visit. Right, and
Yeah,
they're going to meet him. They're going to travel around a bit in Canada, the States. So I told him, so you should tell him he can save some money. He should just let him fly down into Mexico and come across the border. They'll give him a bus ticket, get him up as far as like New York or Buffalo or something, right, for
yeah,
free. Is that still going on?
yeah, yeah. No, and you get $2,000.
There you
two
go.
thousand. I think 2,200. They actually said is the
I
amount.
wonder
But
if they'd give me $2,200 if I came across the southern border.
it seems to be universal. They used to give phones. I don't know if they give phones anymore as well. It's supposed to track you. It's like I got an iPhone. It cost me a shitload of money. What? You're getting free iPhones?
And they give you a Chinese phone so China can track you too.
Exactly. There you
It's
go.
like, what?
That's only the Chinese guys. They probably give a Huawei or something. Make sure you do your
But,
duty when you come across.
yeah. But sorry, back to aliens. Back to aliens.
Oh
Back
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
aliens. Yeah.
Wait. I wonder if
Oh,
they give them a stamp too when they come across the passport.
what kind of
Okay, you
phone do
flew
they
in here.
get?
Which galaxy again?
Yeah. Some gray comes out of the spaceship to take me to your leader. They throw him on a bus and send him to Washington along
You
with
probably send him to New York
40 other
or
guys.
Chicago, and the bear. What do we got? Aliens? Whoa, this guy's great. He makes things go up and down. He levitates shit. I still remember that. My favorite Martian. Remember that one? Okay,
Oh.
when we talk about aliens, we got to talk about all kinds of
Oh.
stupid shit. Okay, because aliens. Okay, my premise, and there is a cool couple things I want to do at the beginning. There, according to some of the scholars and shit, there's like 400 billion stars out just in our galaxy, something like that. Brian Cox. I've been watching him. Out of
Mhm.
that, a lot of planets around those stars, and a lot of that might have hab,
Habitable.
habitable planets.
Habitable.
So it's just a statistical possibility that we ain't the only ones here, okay, in the galaxy, let alone the other billion galaxies are out there. So, but I'm just talking within our galaxy, there is statistically a decent chance that there's others out there that are either less advanced or more advanced. And if they're more advanced, they might come here and crash land.
So the kind of
It's like,
what's
it's
that
like
like a
they came all the
it
way
could have
here
been
to go to the mall,
go to the mall or
or
was
at
it
least go to the
was it
beach. It's beautiful.
maybe they're that advanced that it's they say why do they crash? Maybe it's that advanced that it's coming here is just like going for a long drive. Maybe it's a
Mm.
teenager stole dad's car, stole dad's ship. Him and his buddies are drinking beer and the smack they landed smashed
Oh,
in Arizona. Like
no, it was
who knows?
New
I don't
Mexico. Remember New Mexico? What is it?
New Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, it was New Mexico. It's just, but they talk about Arizona as well. Somewhere around Kingman has something, and there's one. The only other one that was very, very interesting was July this year, and it wasn't about the landing and stuff, but it was a guy. I was just watching him. Uh, this David Grosh, this guy, David Grosh. I just put on here. Anyway, he actually testified in Congress about aliens. It's like, yep. Were they biologicals? Yeah. Were they human biologicals? No. It's
Yeah.
like, and that was a freaking god under oath. It was like, okay, that sounds interesting. Okay. So,
I know it's interesting, but here's my problem. Oh, you go ahead. You
yeah, go
finish
ahead.
first.
Go,
Yeah.
go. No, no, go. Let's hear.
No, I said here's my problem with all of that is like I want to start with the premise to tell everybody that like I said I want to believe and
Yeah.
I do believe just like Kevin
Yeah.
just said the numbers say that it makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, does it make sense they would visit us in the way that some of these visitation stories have been? I don't know. That's kind
Wow.
of the question. But I think the chance of there being someone out there who could do it, yeah, I think to me it makes sense it could be. Have they been here? I want to believe. So I go in as a. It's weird. I'm a skeptical guy, but
Mm-mm.
I'm going in with the position that I want to actually believe. So
Exactly.
it's kind of weird. I'm trying to
Exactly.
believe something, but again, but here's my
But
problem.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to give you one piece of advice. If you're like me, and if you want to believe all this stuff, and if it's fun, like for me, it's fun. My family is a little worried about me now because I talk about aliens so much. They're never really sure how much I believe, and I never really tell them. So they're always like, "Yeah, yeah, it's a joke, right? Yeah, yeah, maybe." They're like,
Yeah,
what?
maybe, maybe not.
But because we were going to talk about aliens, so I've been
We have
watching
to,
more and more,
of course.
and friggin' YouTube. Oh man, the algorithm got a hold of me, and it just kept sucking me further and further down the rabbit hole. And some of the
Yeah.
stupid shit that they're saying is just like, oh, again, I wish that the wacko fringe was not allowed to say shit because that just detracts from the stuff that's like, oh, you know what?
But
There's something to this one. It's probably not what we think it is, but there's something. It's interesting enough to look at. But the wacko shit that you get sucked into the algorithms on.
cheers.
But so I watched so much of this in the last little while, coming right back
Mhm.
to your congressional hearing with Grouch and the boys.
Yep.
If you want to believe it, don't binge watch a lot of it
Yeah, no, I guess too much.
because you cannot keep your belief front and center when you start you see the same stories over and over and how stupid some of them are and then you should be skeptical, right? So it's good like this whole Grouch
Yeah.
thing. I watched
Yeah.
some more on that, and those guys have been discredited quite badly, quite
Okay.
thoroughly.
Well,
So it's really too bad because I wanted to believe what they were saying,
yeah.
but then you look at what they said and who they are and their backgrounds and what the the lies you catch them telling,
Okay.
and it's like, oh man, why did you do that? If you didn't lie so baldly about that thing,
Mhm.
it'd be easier for me to believe you on the stuff that I want to believe. But when you're saying stuff that's patently untrue,
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, just oh,
Yeah, exactly.
don't say it. I want to believe you, please. Please
It's
be
like all of
trickier.
politics right now. Everything's untrue. The media, we did a whole thing on media. And most of it's not true or half truth or whatever. I mean, come on. Nobody believes the media anymore because, most of the shit that comes out probably isn't fully true. It's made up, it's pushed to limit. So believing is something that's difficult when you have too much uh, things that are false. But at the same time, you have to weed it out for yourself. You can't expect other people to do it for you. You don't always believe in what other people say. You have to do your own research, right? You have to believe in what you believe based on the facts that you are presented and make some logic out of it. Okay. It should be logical in certain
Yeah, I mean,
elements.
just believing and then not letting your belief be changed by new evidence
Hmm.
is then it's wrong. And what's the point of even looking at shit then? If you're like, nope, nope,
Yep.
it's like, no, the aliens are living next door. Al,
Ah,
there is no house next door. No, no, no,
uh,
no, they're still living there. Fuck you. No, you're lying to me. No.
you just can't see the
Okay.
house.
You just can't see the house. It's like, right. So,
Okay.
yeah, don't be dogmatic about it.
I
But
mean, come on, man. But I love the old TV shows about it or the movies, right? I love that shit. One of my favorites, Conehead. Remember Conehead?
oh, is that
Oh,
with
it's
Dan
Dan
Aykroyd and the
Aykroyd.
guys?
Yeah, he's from up
Yeah.
in your neck of the woods. Isn't Dan Aykroyd a Canadian? Oh man, and I forget the co-star, the lady. Was it? Oh god, she was so good too. And the daughter, just rub my cone.
Rub my cone.
But
Excuse
and
me.
that's some aliens among us, I mean, I love all these old TV shows and the movies and stuff that come out. My favorite Martian was something I grew up with, right? And of course, Martians, right? When I was about 50, 60 years ago or whatever, could there be Mars? And now Elon wants to go there. Okay. But okay, we sent out a bunch of probes and stuff. There might have been life down there. They said there might have been some kind of microbial pop things. There was potentially water in Mars, etc. So cool. It's kind of scary if Mars was full of water and now Earth is, but Mars is not full of water anymore. What can happen to us?
Yeah, no, it's true. Like
Yeah.
we're going to be bouncing all over the place today. So if you can't keep up with us today, don't worry about it. This is just kind of an overview, and we
Yeah.
will go back and delve into different topics in more depth over time. Not
Yep.
only aliens, there's shit to talk about in between, but yeah, the overview kind of stuff. So it is like you go back to, oh, are there aliens? Can you find them? Can you see them? Yeah, Mars may have had water. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, we
Interesting.
know from archaeological evidence and geologic evidence that the Earth has gone through a couple of cataclysms. I
Right.
think that's not even really
Right.
up for debate for most people
Correct.
anymore, right?
Right.
So life has been wiped out a couple of times.
Or we'd
So
have a bunch
could
of
there?
dinosaurs floating around here still.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so could there have been life as close as Mars?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you mean by life. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
life I think is, I can't say easy, but microbes are going to be easier to
Yeah.
believe
You're talking about
they're everywhere than
that kind of level.
beer drinking wise old bastards in space.
Yeah.
Wise
Yeah.
old bastards in space. Hey, there you go. That's
So bastards.
space. Wise old bastards in space.
Oh no. That would that could be a movie. Better be a comedy. That would definitely be a comedy.
Can you imagine the poor bastards? The aliens come down, they land, take me to your leader, and you and I just happen to be drinking on the beach in Mexico. We're the first guys they run into.
You want a beer?
Tell me about your planet. Come on, let's talk. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
You want to know more? Here. Do you drink beer on your planet? You try this, see if you like it. They never leave.
They have to send more scout ships down because the old scouts have never left.
Exactly.
There's a bar. The wise old bastard's bar has got about 8 old grays sitting there at the bar stool.
Yeah, they're pretty small, so they probably can't hold their liquor.
Hey, we could
Oh,
overcharge them then, couldn't we? So $50 for a beer. I mean, but so, Mr. Kevin,
Yes.
do you believe in life, extraterrestrial life? Apparently, yes. You've already said that.
Yeah, I do.
Do you believe that there has been intelligent, as in like the Greys or whatever they're going to look like, someone who could communicate? I mean, would we even know? Maybe dolphins are from another planet or something. We can't talk to them.
Maybe we are.
But I mean, do you, but do you
Maybe
believe
some
that,
aliens came down here and just threw us down here? It's like the prison colony.
like, but do you believe that there
No.
is or are or have been aliens that we could communicate with if they so chose to talk to us?
Good
Do you think
question.
that's happened?
I think, okay, if any alien race comes here, they're definitely 100 to 1,000 or 10,000 times more superior in knowledge and technology than we are, because we can't go there. We're we're looking at Elon Musk to actually go to the Mars, right? We went to the moon a few times. Great. That's no big deal. If you're going interplanetary, it's like nothing. I mean, you're coming out of our solar system. We know pretty much nothing in our solar system. We expect aliens on our solar system. So it would have to come from a whole nother solar system. That's a lot of technology. Okay. So they're far superior to us in knowledge and that kind of stuff. That's fine. So I'm sure their superiority in knowledge would say, if we want for you not to see us, I'm sure they have some devices to ban our communication systems to prevent us from seeing them. Okay, would they come and see what we are? And I'm sure aliens would be quite interesting, like explorers. I mean, I don't expect other intellectual aliens or extraterrestrials not to be inquisitive, right? However, like in Star Wars, they might want certain resources, right? So if they want resources, then we go into war, intergalactic war, or interplanetary war. I mean, come on, we would not stand a chance, right? For sure. Even though we had a bunch of movies, the only thing that really made sense was the War of the Worlds, where the microbial population killed the aliens. I like the one where the lady played what was it, the yodeling one, and it blew up the Martians. Mars Attacks. I like that one. That was hilarious. It was just zapping everybody, and then the little lady with her yodeling radio, her record player, and then the heads blew up. That's our defense. Yodeling.
Yodeling, boom.
Yodeling. Boom. But,
But
it's really true. I mean, this is an issue. We just hope that if there are aliens coming here, they're the good guys, the guys that don't really need to conquer us, because we're more like little monkeys to them.
Well, I mean, obviously, if they have been here or are here now so far,
Yeah.
they're not the bad dudes, because we're still here,
Exactly.
and they could have
Exactly. We're still
squished
here.
us. But I wonder, it's like if you're out and you're watching butterflies,
Yeah.
right? Are butterflies aware that you're there? Are they even
No,
aware?
until they land
So-
on you.
But even then, are they aware that you're not just a tree or something? They're like, oh, I don't like that tree. It doesn't taste right, and they just fuck off.
Yeah.
So I mean, is there an alien hanging out here right now, and I'm just not aware of them?
Hmm.
If
How
there
many
is,
dimensions? Good question. There's dimensional.
oh
We're going in
Oh,
a
no.
whole new dimension.
no, man, oh
That's a cheesy joke, huh?
yeah, the
6, 7, 8, 9 dimensions. Oh, we're not physicists, so it's a little harder to us but it sounds like
Well, no,
something
yeah,
they would have
it's-
to be
you-
on what do you call
yeah,
that?
you start.
Pharmaceuticals to talk about.
Yeah, let's talk.
I meant something more that you're. It's both legal up there and down here now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean the whole concepts of never mind multi dimensions,
Mm.
just just try to wrap your head around, like as you started off talking about how big the universe is supposed to
Yeah.
be. It's if it's infinite. So can you wrap your head around infinity?
Of
How
course
how
not.
do you even we have no terms? You can't. I mean, yeah, you
And
know what I mean when I say it,
wait, wait,
but
wait. One more thing.
yeah,
Multi-universes.
yeah, I
Ooh,
know.
that's not what defines a universe. All right, universes, bigger than we can think of, and then there might be multiple universes, multi-universe. Holy
Yeah.
shit,
And
that's
what if it's
really
infinite? If it's infinite universes, so we've got so right now somewhere there are two other wise old bastards who are saying exactly the same thing as us,
yeah,
but a half a second ahead of us, and a half a second behind us is another batch.
could be.
There's one who's actually drinking a pilsner instead of this. Oh, it's a pilsner.
Oh,
Shit, I'm that guy. I'm from that universe. What am I doing in this universe? This is
no,
the wrong reality. Shit, man, I got to get out of here.
I'm talking to the alien version of Alan.
Yeah. Shit, this is the logger universe. I got to get out of here, man. But going back to all that, though, so I
Yeah.
see that I didn't realize you were such a good politician. You didn't answer whether you believe these aliens are here or have been here. You said that they could be here. We wouldn't know if they didn't want us to know.
Yeah,
But did they ever show up?
that's a hard part. I mean, the proof is all about there's no proof is a problem. If I saw an alien, I could tell everybody and nobody freaking believe me. Same thing with you, right?
Hey, I believe you.
Yeah.
I
If
believe
give
everything you
enough
tell
whiskey. It's like, what whiskey you're drinking again?
me. So,
It's like,
wait a
oh,
minute.
but that was good whiskey.
But I'm worried. I mean, I'm not supposed to believe everything you tell me? Shit. I got to go
My
back
wife
and review
doesn't.
some of the stuff you said.
My
Yeah.
wife doesn't. But
Yeah.
we're bros. It's different. We're wise old bastards. We believe everything we say. No, we again, and they're wise old bastards. We don't hold back anything. We're here to tell the truth, what we believe in, and what we know or don't know.
And to wiggle around the question again and not tell us whether you believe they're here or not.
Exactly. I don't know. My wife, sometimes I'm thinking I'm married one. Did I? Are all women's alien?
Well, in a way, yes. Yeah.
In a way.
I mean, I look at it as like right now, here today. I think at the moment, no. Like
Hmm.
if if you were coming here to study us as butterflies or to steal our resources or just to say hi, and if your technology is obviously so far ahead of us, right? Because you got
Of
here,
course.
you have nothing to fear, not even from microbes and shit, because you're not that stupid either. You're wearing whatever you need to wear, and you've studied, and you see what's in our atmosphere, and okay, I'm not going to get bit by that fucking bug, you know. So, and why wouldn't they talk to us? Why would they give a shit? Oh, I don't want to panic them. Why would they care?
Hmm.
Scare the fuck out of us. Why would we care? I mean, it is though. We're kind of always whenever you talk about aliens, we assume that at some level they think the same way the humans do about resources, about studying, about curiosity. How do we know that the thought process would be anything like that? How does maybe they don't think? Maybe they got chunks
Okay.
of wood up in their head. It's just who knows what the fuck,
Well,
right?
okay. Again, intelligent life, right? They're coming external, exploring the planets, right? They're going outside. Um, but it's like anything. If you're going outside, you're experiencing something, you're exploring something, right? Because you're new to this. And you go to the Star Trek shit, right? You had Star Trek was the original version um, with oh God, now I'm just,
Shatner and the boys,
yeah,
Shatner's
exactly.
and
But then
Nimoy.
they had a prequel where the older version before Shatner came in, right? And they were also doing exploration, and they were the first ones, and they were helped by the one of the other groups, um, the Spock guys. Oh God, I'm really bad
The
today.
Vulcans, yeah.
Vulcans, yeah, they were supposed to be here on Earth and helping us to do our space
Oh,
program.
Enterprise and that
Yeah,
that,
it's
that series.
Enterprise,
Yeah,
the
okay, yeah.
first one. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun.
So
That's
it
fun.
was
Fuck,
cool. It was
I want so
interesting.
much for that to be real.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds logical in the progression. If you look at most of what's happened, in terms of science sci-fi, right? You have the progression of going out. You have Star Wars. You have Star Trek, which was about the exploration. Star Wars is about further going in and having intergalactic skirmishes and battles and resources and all that kind of stuff. And then you had George Jetson, which was a cartoon where you're flying around in the thing, and then his spaceship becomes a little in his briefcase and all that kind of stuff. But if you look at George Jetson, you can see what has transpired from George Jetson to what's going on versus Fred Flintstone, right? You had the TV come down and he's talking to his boss. Okay, we have that shit. We have stuff that they were predicting that we have. We don't have the flying cars too much. And it's like, okay, and it can't convert into a suitcase. Not yet. But you never know.
Every year is the year of the flying car, right? Every year. So there's another company. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's almost here.
But yeah, but
I mean, that's, technology. Yeah. I mean, technology advancement. Yeah, that's one thing. But I mean, having aliens from another dimension or another planet is something that's totally a different animal completely.
Yeah.
And it's just, again,
they would have to go through the same process, right? They would have to develop through their own processes, not kill themselves through some nuclear holocaust that we might be doing in World War IIIs and whatever, and survive that, be smart enough to expand their technology to be able to go beyond their planet and keep on going. And be smarter than we are, for sure. So when they come here, what would they think of us?
Yeah, if they think the same way we do. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's how would we communicate with them? Like, we assume they're smart enough they could figure out our languages by using computer, whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
But I would still say, if we're assuming that they think kind of like we do, and they're curious or whatever, it'd be like the Cristobal Colon, Christopher Columbus. He'd be showing up and say, okay, hey, give me your silver, and I'm taking over your cities, and you're welcome here. And if you die, sorry about that, but but they're not coming and talking to us. And there's been, yes, in geologic terms, it's the blink of an eye. It's been for like 100 years we've been talking about alien visitations, but still, why wouldn't one of them say something? If they're evil, they just take over, and if they're good guys, why wouldn't they say something? So that's why I don't think they're here at the moment. Yeah, it'd be interesting to believe they were. I don't believe that the reptilians are in charge of the deep state and running the whole planet. I don't. Why?
Oh, come on!
I don't.
Our politicians look like reptiles sometimes.
Yeah, but like, why would they have to be so secretive about it? If they've got that kind of technology, just do it. Just tell us what to do. Do it, or I'm going to blow your face off with this ray gun. Yeah. Okay, I'll do it. It's like, why be secret? So I can't see that side of things. Yeah. The which brings up the whole ancient alien side of things, again with timelines.
Yeah.
So we say 20,000, 30,000, 60,000 years ago, it would have been impossible. But yeah, for us, 200 years ago, airline travel would have been impossible. So never mind 2,000 or 20,000 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But if somebody came scooting by 20,000 years ago, saw us, were running around and wearing furs and poking each other with sticks, they said, nah, nothing to see here. And they just carry on. They're just gone. Exactly. And they just don't come back to visit. They just, or maybe we were on the bucket list, Yeah. Hey, before you retire or just after you retire, you got to do a trip to this galaxy over here. And you got to see these guys. This is so much fun. You got to go check these ones out, man. You got to check out these guys.
A brontosaurus.
It's like, these guys poking that thing. What the fuck's do you think's going to happen? Squish. That's what's going to happen. We knew it. Just watch. Hey, come on. Go watch this one. So, ancient aliens, weirdly enough, it sounds contradictory here, but I think there's a better chance that ancient aliens interacted with us than there are aliens right now. Yeah. I don't believe that they interacted and they hung around, so they're not in charge right now. And if they are, come on. You see our world right now? You think these guys are so advanced they can do interplanetary travel, and then this is how they'd run the place?
Exactly.
They don't
No,
have
no,
any
it's terrible.
management skills for the planet. What
No,
the fuck,
no,
man? So no, I don't believe
terrible. Yeah,
that. Do I believe that ancient aliens like built the pyramids and stuff?
that's a good
Uh,
question.
you know, my vote is basically no.
But then
I
that's all the
believe,
TV shows.
yeah, they're all
How
out of
would they get
business now.
through?
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
no,
Sorry.
no, no.
I like ancient civilizations.
Mm,
I think we're clearly more advanced than we typically believe.
mm,
I mean, even if you built the pyramids and it turns out they did make a ramp or they did use wooden cranes or block and tackle or whatever, that's still an amazing, incredible achievement. Just the
mm.
management behind setting up something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, the technology doesn't have to mean jets and space cars in a suitcase, right?
Mm.
So they clearly had the technology to build it because it's there. These things are
Yeah.
there, so they were
No, it's
built.
there. They were built.
But was it magic levitation?
How did
You
they
know,
build them? Yeah.
I
How did they
tend
get
to
them
believe not
precise?
again because if these guys, if the ancient aliens were coming along with such advanced technology, why would we just be building stuff with stones and stacking up a bunch of rubble and shit? Like,
Mm.
if you've got that kind of technology, make the Burj Khalifa. There you go. There's
Yeah,
an
there
80
you go.
story or 800-story building. Boom. There you go.
There you go.
Merry Christmas. See you. We're gone now.
Yeah, exactly. What would aliens want with a big old pyramid? Unless it's the other movie that we were talking about, the Transformers, where the whole thing turns into an alien issue and alien
Yeah, but even
fortress or
so, like
something.
out of stone. Why? If they're that
Yeah,
advanced, why wouldn't it be something? I mean, when people
exactly.
like to go on a safari here, they go glamping. You go traveling around the world, you like to stay in a five-star hotel.
Yeah,
You would assume some of these aliens would be the same. There should be some
yeah.
kind of six-star titanium, transparent titanium pod hotel sticking at the edge of town somewhere where they can come and okay, everybody get on the bus at 7 o'clock. We're gonna go out and we're gonna go downtown and look at all the local all these local aliens that we're looking at here. These are humans. Don't be late because we're having lunch at a, it's like,
Like a,
what? You'd figure there'd be something like that around. But when it
true.
comes to like so ancient civilizations, could it be that before the latest cataclysm in what do they call it, the Younger Dryas, the whole ice age and everything, was there a civilization more advanced? And again, I'm not talking jets and
Yeah, no, no.
suitcase cars, but may have had hydraulics so they could do cranes and lift shit and everything. And somehow some of that knowledge got passed down. And you say, oh, you can't find any evidence or any remains of it, but look at how many do you might even have laying around in your trash somewhere, the old floppy disks, right?
Yeah,
How many
yeah.
different
I, s- I
non-compatible
used to.
media do you have laying around from the
I used
last
to
10,
have that.
20, 30 years?
I used to have that.
Yeah. So
I don't
that's,
think
I
I
mean,
put them
that's
on.
like,
Yeah,
it's useless now.
yeah.
And I mean, is it possible that before the ice age, so 20,000 years ago, people had hydraulics of some sort? Maybe they were using wood. Maybe they didn't develop technology the way we are. Maybe, plastics and petrochemicals were not the way they went. Maybe it was, hey, we had maybe they had some affinity with timbers, so they built. I mean, we're starting to make skyscrapers with timber now. Maybe they had some
Mm.
fantastic way.
Well,
Maybe they were very advanced, had you know
they're not really
mass timber
skyscrapers.
buildings and equipment. And
Timber is
after
supposed to
20,000
be
years, it's
about
gone.
six stories only for timber. So, uh,
Yeah, I mean, but that's
uh,
what we're doing now. But
yeah.
who knows? We're the like a balau tree that grows to 100 feet
Yeah.
tall. Maybe they had taller balaus and they had better glues, and maybe they had 50-story buildings made out of timber, or maybe it was all just 6-story timbers buildings. Yeah, but
Yeah.
they developed cranes and someone passed down the information, and then after the ice age is, hey, let's make a big fucking rock house here. So for me, the whole thing about the ancient alien side of it, the bigger question for me is why rather than how.
Yeah.
So the why would you build this thing? So the how,
Yeah.
I mean, I saw something that really brought this home to me the other day. An album came through the store, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just a record,
Mm-hmm.
and on the cover
Mm-hmm.
was showing thousands and thousands and thousands of people working in a pit. So when you
Okay.
first see the cover, you think, "Oh, that's like a picture from a movie, or they just drew it. For, it must be
Yeah.
some, whatever that style of music would be." Blah blah blah. But I look at it and say, "Oh no!" I look inside and I find out that was actually a photograph of a gold mine in Brazil in 1997, not in the 1800s, not in the
Okay.
1500s, but it was a black and white photo. And you look down in this pit, and there's thousands of people, and then you see some close-ups. And on the slope of the hill, they had it looked like just big logs lashed together to make ladders leaning against the,
Mm-hmm.
the, the side of the hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there were hundreds of guys with these big jute sacks like
Mm-hmm.
around your neck. So, like a tube you
Yeah.
hanging around your neck, looked like 50, 60, 70 pounds, whatever it was. And they're climbing up these ladders to take the dirt out of this big pit they're working.
Mm.
And you look at it, it's like, fucking hell. You can see
Mm.
the size of the pit, the size of the chunk they took out of that mountain. And I looked up, I've got it written down here somewhere. I looked up where that mine was, what mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and I did a Google Earth looking at it. Oh, it's true. That big fucking hole is there.
Wow.
And I said, oh my God, this is 1997. And it was such
Yeah.
a huge project. And it was in Brazil. It wasn't even in a place you traditionally associate with being like a poor country or something, right?
Mm.
Like Brazil, maybe not rich, but it's not like, it's not what you first think where you're going to have tens of thousands of people working like that.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I'm bringing all that back to say when I looked at that number of people doing that and the scale of what they had done, and it was a gold mine. So it was an illegal gold mine.
Yeah.
So they were doing it, obviously, someone was trying to get money. But the management, how they did it through profit, through money, through fear, through beating the fuck out of the workers, who
Yeah.
knows? But they
Mm.
had tens of thousands of people with no fucking tools, just
Wow.
pickaxes and shovels,
Yeah.
nothing advanced. And it was such a huge project. So you go back and everyone's saying, "Oh, how could you build the pyramids? How can you
Mm-hmm.
use this 2.3 million stones?" No, man. Yeah, why they would do it, I don't know. But could you get enough people to build it just by hand?
Mm.
Yeah, I think you actually could. You
Yeah.
see, you could. I don't know why you would. I don't know how you could afford to. I don't know what would drive you to make this thing in the first place. But I don't think you have to have magic involved.
Mm.
Magic management skills, but I don't think you
Yeah.
need to have magic. Which makes me very sad because I'd love to think it was just George Jetson sitting with his little suitcase car building pyramids on the weekends, but I'm not sure that that's what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, even look at China and the Great Wall. Tens of thousands of people. Yeah, I mean, to build the wall you can see, the only wall you can see from space, right? So you got a hole. China's got a wall. Donald tried to build a wall, and everybody in China said they don't work. But
Yeah, they don't. The Mongols
exactly,
got through
especially
it.
the Mongols got through it. Yeah, and if you leave a bunch of holes, everybody else will go through it too.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But
So
it's
so yeah, I mean, aliens, could they be here? Yes, of course they could be here. Would they be here? Why would they be here? That's another big issue. And if they're going to be here, maybe experimenting. I thought the funniest one I saw was a hybrid uh, hybrid breeding between aliens and oh come on. That was so funny. It's like come on, you're talking about breeding dogs and cats too. It's like,
yeah. I mean, it's like,
species
okay, you're an alien, so
differentiation.
you mean like when we get put us a couple of generations further down the road, and we start doing space exploration. So you think first thing we're going to do is go up there. Okay, if they got some beautiful alien women, yeah, it could happen. But you think we're going to go up there and start fucking space chickens? Like what kind of astronauts are you sending out, man? What kind of perverted
Horny
fucking
bastards.
explorers are you sending? It's like, oh, hey, boss, First dibs on a space chicken, man. Yeah, okay, you go. All right. Wow, look what I created. Oh no, I'm in trouble, boss. What happened? Oh,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
pregnant, man. Like,
Yeah.
come on. It's like,
Look at that egg. Is
yeah,
that
look at
me?
that. It's like, oh man. Oh,
Oh shit. Yeah, no, no, no. I mean, okay, there, there is some of that in some of the movies. I mean, I think it was which one was with
I
some of
volunteer
them
for
Kennedy
space.
movies. Okay, this would be the Pornhub. We get interplanetary sex stuff. I mean, we could discuss about interplanetary sex. That'd be funny as hell.
Yeah,
How
okay.
good was it for you?
Yeah.
But it was something like had teeth. It's like no.
Oh, ouch!
Ouch.
It's dripping.
It could be terrible.
Yeah, it could be, right? Yeah, that could be.
But no, I do like to see one of the things again when I look at sci-fi movies. I like to look at the artistic license of the of the writers and stuff to come up with these concepts of what aliens would like to be, how things would interact between species and stuff. Could it be not just one or two? It might be thousands or millions of them, different species on different planets and galaxies and stuff. But how? I mean that's
Well, you know
interesting
what?
shit.
You know what we should be doing then? If it's
Yeah,
going to take a long time for our technology to allow us to travel interstellar,
yeah.
but if we think that it's going to happen or it could happen statistically, there's someone out there and one day they might show up.
Mm-hmm.
We should be putting a lot more energy into communication.
Mm.
I mean, right now, we can't even talk to whales and dolphins, which we all kind of agree are supposedly very intelligent animals, and they
Yeah,
they
monkeys aren't
speak.
easy either. They're
Yeah.
closest
Well,
relative.
we
No,
can't even talk to each other half the
yeah,
fucking time.
just
Have
some
to,
sign language, right?
never mind, never mind.
I'm throwing my wife.
Yeah, never mind wars and shit. Just language. I mean, you just
Exactly.
drop into a village somewhere in Africa, and if they don't speak English and you don't speak their language, it's like, oh, you're just like,
Yeah, exactly.
But then how? Yeah, like talk to a dolphin. If we can't talk to a fucking dolphin, we can't talk to a chimpanzee. How are we ready to talk to somebody from another galaxy, right?
Mm.
Even if they decide, okay, we're smart enough, we can figure out your language or telepathy, whatever, and start thinking at you. It's like, oh man, I mean, we can't agree on people who have different politics than us, different religion than
Mm.
us. So
True.
how are we going to react when someone comes from a whole different galaxy? It's going to be
Mm.
wow.
Yeah,
I think
true.
if we think it's going to happen, it sounds all touchy feely, but we should be putting a lot more energy into that.
Mm. Yeah,
And again, it's something the world can't cooperate on anything really now. So we're going to say,
not unless we're
they're,
attacked. If the whole
yeah,
world
but
gets attacked, okay, I'm sure there'll be a lot of cooperation between Earth versus whatever's attacking us. That
I
other than
don't
that,
think
no.
so. I think so because if we're attacked by someone from another planet who made it this far, we won't even know. They'd be attacked, be over in like 3 seconds. Man, they're done. What are we going to do? How can we fight back to somebody who did that? I got my musket. Come on, you
Yeah.
motherfucker. Uh-huh.
Well, we'll take out a couple. I mean, unless they have bulletproof skin and stuff. I mean, or something. I mean, a bullet is still a bullet. It's a projectile, so it penetrates a lot of stuff. So you can't expect everything. I don't know. That's a good question, but we wouldn't have a very good chance. Put it that
No,
way.
no, but I mean, even if they
Believe it or
come
not.
down, let's say, what if they do speak in our language or
Mm.
they translate as they
Can
go along,
communicate. Yeah.
but we're not ready. Like I said, we can't. I don't know, man. United Nations is the closest we have to something, and it takes
They're
the
pretty bad.
UN years to talk around in circles because they have to be so careful in the way they talk. Right? You got
Yeah. True.
186 people sitting around the table, got to make an agreement, and we know that everyone's got a different point of view. So you
Yeah. Of
have
course.
to go around and around and around and around and fucking
Mm.
around and around. Can you imagine the aliens are like, would you
Oh,
guys fucking
exactly.
make a decision here? You want to say hi? You want Are we welcome? You want us out of here? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
do you guys want to do trade or what the fuck?
Exactly.
Just hang on a second, sir. Man, talk around in circles and circles. Like, well,
Yeah.
okay, we've decided that we're going to carry on the discussions for another month. So if you don't mind waiting,
Exactly.
fuck this, we're going back to Mars.
Exactly.
It's like, man,
It might be a base on the other side, on the dark side of the moon, you know?
the dark side of the moon.
Yeah. Like Pink Floyd said, dark side of
Yeah,
the moon.
they were right.
Yeah, right. Maybe there's a base there. Maybe you come in for a holiday, for a nighttime holiday. Maybe there's a alien casino over there or something.
Ooh.
I mean, I still love that. I still never forget the Star Wars nightclub scene where all the guys were playing. You remember that bar scene and stuff? They're all playing.
I can hear it in my everyone hear that.
It's like, oh, it's hilarious. So could it be? Could it be? And we could have a wise old bastards interplanetary bar in the future. Or they, unless I don't know.
Yeah. So any of you aliens in space that are listening to all of our radio transmissions and shit, my advice to you would seriously, guys, I'm not joking here. If you want to come down and talk to the planet, you should come have a chat with us first. We'll sit around, we'll have a couple of beers, and we'll kind of give you the down low on what's going on. Because it can be confusing. I'm sure you're watching, you click on one channel, you see porn. You click on another channel, you see war. Click on another channel, you see us yelling at each other. Those are all true things. But we can give you some context. We can help you understand what's going on. And for a very, very small commish, we can help you along. Make some introductions. Make it smoother for you.
Yeah.
So just saying.
We'll get you the visa.
We'll get you. We know a guy. We'll get you the visa.
We'll know something. Might be in a dark
We know a
country,
coyote.
but-
We
get some coyotes.
we know some coyotes and some snakeheads. So don't worry about it, man. We'll get you wherever you want to go.
Yeah,
We can do that.
We'll get you stamped in.
Get you stamped in. But there you go.
So
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll be coming back to aliens again and again because it's a fun thing to talk about. It. We say this all the time. We're about fun. Life is fun. If it's not fun, you're doing it wrong.
That's right.
I mean, you may have issues that it can't be fun. So you got some horrible disease. Okay. Even then, I mean, the more fun you can have, the less horrible life is for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But in general, we try it's fun. So talking about aliens is fun. Talking about beer is fun. Hunting for beer is Alien Hunters International.
Yeah, there we go.
Intergalactic.
No. Alien Hunters. Beer Hunters Interplanetary.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Beer Hunters Interplanetary.
We can expand. That's a big expanse. That'd be better than damn good beer.
Yeah, the expensive beer. Well, I don't know, man. You look at all the alien abductions. You get a free trip up there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that confuse the fuck of these aliens, right?
Butt?
Oh yeah, but why would they have to do that? If they're that advanced, they should be able to like X-ray you through and have a look anyway, or just here, piss in this cup, and we'll see what's going on. But can you imagine again? The aliens come down to the beach and they abduct you and me. It's like we'd be up there looking. Okay, let's have a beer and tell. What do you want to know?
Yeah.
Hey, get that away from me! Fuck, just hang on, man. Just get beer and I'll tell you. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
You want me to piss in the cup? I have to go in like 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I have to go anyway. Because come on.
No problem. But the problem is, if they don't have beer up there, we have to make sure we bring enough.
Well, every culture in Earth history has had its intoxicants, right?
Yeah, of course.
Even you look at countries that are now Islamic. Okay, it's a no-no now, but the cultures they grew out of all had their intoxicants and their alcohols and things. So maybe we can look forward to that. Maybe it would be a thing. Like, okay, we're up there. Okay, you want to hear about us? We'll tell you. But now we want to talk about you guys. Like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing the weekend for fun?
Exactly.
What do you do? Like, what do you drink? You got.
If I have some grok or something. No, here that's just an AI bullshit thing. But you never know. But it's true. I'm sure they have something up there. Might be really good. But
so to summarize, we're saying that Wise Old Bastards has some very deeply held beliefs. We believe alien beer will be good. If you've got the technology, no, you got the technology to go interstellar like that,
Yeah.
and you make a badass beer. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I don't believe that could be. I'm an optimistic guy. I believe alien beer would be magically good.
Oh yeah,
That's my vote.
that's a good point. I mean, if they can come interstellar, then they should be able to invent some really good drinks and beers and stuff. Because most biological entities have to have liquid, right? So
Yep.
better invent something that's damn good. You know,
So we'll have our new sponsor instead. It won't be Stella beer. It'll be Interstella.
interstellar.
Interstella beer. have a nice fry. Brought to you by Interstella.
Oh shit.
So that, I mean, it's one of our deeply held beliefs is that alien beer will be good. Alien beer is good. Another deeply held belief would be if ancient aliens were here, had spent time here building the pyramids and everything. Can you imagine? You're an alien and it's like, okay, Johnny Alien, here's your job. You're posting you to this backwater country called Earth, and you're going to build me a pyramid. What do you want a pyramid for, boss? Hey, Johnny, are you the boss? You're not the fucking boss. Shut up. Go build me a pyramid. Okay, boss. But how big a pyramid? This big. Why so big? What? No, never mind, Johnny. Who's the fucking boss here? Okay. So you go down there. Okay, you're out. It's like a hot ass fucking place. What does Johnny do the first night he's done? Okay, I got 50,000 slaves. Okay, boss, I got 50,000 slaves working for us here, and they're working overnight. But I'm my end of my shift. What does Johnny do? He heads out and he's looking for a beer, right? And of course, what's Johnny the alien going to do? He's going to over fucking drink on Fridays, right?
Oh yeah.
So Saturday morning. We also deeply held belief, wise old bastards, is that the ancient aliens, if they were here, Saturday mornings had massive fucking hangovers. That's another thing that we believe in very strongly.
Could be.
And I want proof.
Yeah.
I want proof. I want proof.
Drunken aliens.
Yes. Hey, we have proof of that. All those crashes all over the fucking place.
Yeah,
we got some proof of
now
drunken
that
aliens.
could be the one defining way of crashing a vehicle. Taking too much of the grog or something.
Yeah. Woohoo!
What's that about there? Boop,
Can you imagine? Mama Alien looks out in the driveway. Oh, hey, Papa Alien. Saucer's gone again. What? Oh, little shit. Where are my keys? God damn it. My insurance going up again. God damn it. It's just like, and little baby Johnny Alien ain't coming home now. Papa's going to be so fucking mad. I crashed his car. Oh, shit, man. I'm not going home.
No.
So, I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
What else do wise old bastards believe about aliens? We believe the scientific stuff, as Dr. Kevin walked you through some of the actual math.
Not much
All right.
math, but statistically, definitely there's probabilities that can happen. No doubt about that. It's just whether they actually physically came here or not.
Yeah, because again, if there are that many places that are inhabited, we may not be that interesting a place.
Right. Exactly.
You know what would be even more scary, or even more depressing, would be if in the entire universe, I mean, someone has to be the apex. Someone's at the top. What if we're at the fucking top? What if we're the most technologically advanced beings in the fucking universe? What a back-assward kind of place we're living in. Wouldn't that be
the
like?
damn universe is be nothing but micro.
So people from the other universes looking and go, "What kind of backward fucking place is that?" It's like, whoa.
If we're the top dog, we're in trouble.
But a few other things that wise old bastards believe, or at least this wise old bastard believes. I believe that the aliens are not here at the moment because, can you imagine? So let's say the Canadian government had some alien technology, right? The world would know about it because the Canadian government, we would go in, Canada would take over the world. We'd say, sorry, everyone, we've got this alien technology. Sorry about it. Sorry. And we take over the world and say, sorry guys, but we've taken over the world now. Sorry about that. Apologize, but it's done. Right? because Canadians say sorry so much. So you know they didn't happen because we would have done it already. We know the Australians haven't done it yet because why? If the Australians had alien technology, their shrimps on the Barbie be like 14 fucking feet big, right? So we know the Australians have not got it. So
And they would win every rugby tournament.
they win all. Pretty sure the States doesn't have it. Why? Because you would have a fucking wall. You'd have a force field or something there. So I'm pretty sure that you guys don't have
force
it.
field. Exactly. Boom. You know, walk through.
Who else now? I don't think Russia has it.
No.
Because I think Putin would be fucking around with Ukraine with some mortar shells and playing in the mud if they had the tech. So I don't think they have it. They would have just levitated Ukraine, dropped it in Siberia. And it's like, there you go.
Siberia.
Yeah. So I don't think they have it.
Yeah.
Does China have it? If China had it, I mean, they would use it to have, they'd have surveillance. They'd know everything about all of their citizens everywhere. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Maybe China. I don't know about China. China might have it.
Yeah.
China might have it.
Yeah.
They've come out of nowhere making electric cars. They took over. Yeah, so, China might have something there.
China, I mean, they advanced so fast. Ooh.
Yep.
How fast did they advance? I mean, when we were back there, 30, 40 years ago, there was like, Hong Kong was bigger economy than China. Now, boom. Hong Kong's like a big city.
Yeah. You know what, though? I would love to believe it was aliens that helped, but it's not. It's greed.
Yeah, true.
Stupid Western greed. We go in, I want that market. And China says, okay, come on in and you give us technology and we like to sell shit here. Yeah. So we taught them everything they needed to know about modern management and manufacturing. Mm-hmm. So, no. So China did not have aliens. No, who else could have aliens? Mexico? I don't think Mexico. Yeah. Well, no, because Mexico, they'd be like, hey, man, what? It's like, nah, come have a tequila or a beer on the beach. It's like, no, I don't think it wouldn't bother. Yeah. So that's why I don't think they're here, because I don't think that anyone who had it, who would they say they hide it? Why would you? Don't panic the people. Fuck you. If you got that technology, you're in charge. You panic the fuck out of everybody. You pick up the phone, you say, hey, Putin, baby. Hey, Pootie, I got some news for you. Exactly. You're not going to keep the fucking secret. So, no one has that. They're not here.
Doesn't it make sense that nobody's around at the moment? But there might be in the future. We don't know. Maybe this year, next year. You never know when they might be coming. As long as we're not the top dog, somebody else.
It's like some slithering space slug comes, just floats through space, lands on the beach. Looks delicious. Let's try barbecue now.
Okay. Well, I think we'll continue on with alien discussions later when we have some more ideas and stuff and more concrete things in terms of defining what's going on with the alien technologies and stuff. We just an overview. We'll delve into it again. But
just to let y'all know, it's like, so we're from listening to us before, we're skeptical kind of guys. Yeah. You want to tell us something? Yeah, listen to what you got to say, but making us believe is a whole different thing, right? But it's
if you have stories and stuff, let us know. We're at www.wiseoldbastards.com. There's email information there. Just send the email. I don't know if you can comment on some of the platforms we're on, but we're on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, X quite a bit. So,
please do understand, subscribe. We're not disparaging anyone. So if you've had an alien encounter or sighting,
we'd love to hear it.
Be interested to hear about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Love to hear it. We're not going to make funny. We make fun of idiots, not of people who. No, I'm not saying that just because you saw an alien does not make you an idiot at all. That's what not at all.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be. We would love to hear about that stuff. I mean, I don't know if I would love to have an alien encounter because I'm not sure that it would be a good guy.
Exactly.
So, I don't want to run across some fucking reptilian monsters and eat my face. So I'm a little worried about that kind of shit. But if there's some grave says, let's go have a beer, I'm down with that.
Yeah. But if you have any experience or whatever, you need to provide a little bit of proof. Photographs, grab some alien technology, anything,
Yeah. I'm sure we won't be the first guys that you come to with that, so I'm sure we'll hear about it. But if you've already reported to MUFON or someone else, let us know too, man.
Yeah.
We'd
like to know.
truly interested in it, because as we open this up, like I would love to believe it. I want to believe, and as I said also, if you think the whole topic is interesting and fun, have fun with it.
Yeah.
Hit up YouTube, watch some stuff. It's fun, but really, don't binge it. I've binged a bit the last couple of days because I knew we were going to talk about this, and it can suck the joy out of it because there's just so much out there. So don't do that if you want to enjoy.
Yeah.
But on that happy note,
yes,
I think what we'll do, we're going to shut her down for this week or this time. And we will be back. Other times we'll be talking in more detail about specifics. If y'all want to hear about the Anunnaki, we'll talk about Anunnaki. You want to hear about
we'll get more into it,
what's going down in Mexico, Peru, anywhere you want to get, we'll get into it. We got lots of talking to do. Today we just wanted to let you know that we are aware that some people out there are interested in aliens, and letting you know that we are too.
Yep.
So on that happy note,
exactly.
And remember, Bitburger, if you want to call us, he just told you how to contact us, and you want to sponsor. Hey,
we'll be down again.
Ciao, guys. Bye.
Okay, adios.